Good morning. Come on in. I'll wait for everyone. Hope you're doing amazing today. We have a great workout set up for you today. It's going to be somewhat full body, but it's going to be separated into upper and then lower. We're going to be using the dumbbells. You have a mini band. I'm going to use that. Of course, your long resistance band for the warm up. And I'm just looking here, and that's pretty much it. So there's like a set of 10-pound dumbbells. You have something a little lighter, a little heavier, and then your mini band, because I'm going to show you a ton of variations just in case you don't have the other equipment. So let's waste no time, get right into our workout. I didn't even time it out, but hopefully we'll be able to get through the whole thing. I got 3 Tabatas and 1 series of upper lower, 1 series of upper, and then 1 series of lower. So 5-minute warm up. Let's grab your band. We'll go through a few movements just to get you started. Make sure you have all your equipment here just set up. Clear your mat, but not completely in your workspace. So hold your band up and over. We're going to break those shoulders. It's called shoulder breakers. Just in terms of safety, I'm going to take this down. Keep going up and over the head. About 8 to 10 reps, or about 30 seconds. Once you know the warm-up, it goes or it flows pretty quickly. Then 360, around and back around. That's it. I think some people are frozen here, but we'll make it work. Just keep playing, and then it'll work itself out. Round and back down. Yep, he's still there. Yep, everybody's still there. Turn it up a little bit. There you go. Keep going. Oh, something's not working for somebody. And then come to the front with your band. You're going to hit up the band pull apart. Hold your band in front. Squeeze and back. Hopefully you can hear me. Maybe you can go by just the sound of my voice. If the technology is not working, at least we'll get you moving. I'll try to speak to it as much as I can. So really all you have to use is your headphones or turn the volume up as loud as you can. And then we're going to hit up those no money. Hold your hands up. Hold the band. Arms tucked into the sides, and you're going to pull the band apart. Like that. And pull. So this is going to work the back of the shoulders. Make sure your chest is tall, abs are engaged, tight, nice and hard, and rotate your arms out. There you go. Excellent. So it's around 10, maybe even 20 reps, depending on how your band feels. We're going to go ahead and put that down. We're going to go to our mat. We're going to hit up some zigzags and some lateral walks. Lateral walk, step, step, just to the side, just to get our legs kind of warmed up here, coordinated, get the cobwebs out, and back to the center. And then again, 2 times up and back your mat. And then we're going to hit up some monster walks, which are zigzag patterns up your mat to the edges, and then we can go backwards as well. It's only about like 5 or 6 steps, maybe 3 per side. You know, for the length of the mat, it's not too much. It's really just getting the coordination involved. If I come forward, you just have an imaginary line down the middle. You step up and step back. And we're going to hit up some sumo squats. Come to the center, down. We're going to drop it down as low as we can. Up, all the way up, and then back down. And then breathe. Squeeze. So as you go down, you push your butt back, up, squeeze your butt at the top, down, and up. Next up, we're going to stretch out those hamstrings. Bend, squat, and rise. We did this one the other day. You're going to bend, try to touch your toes. You're going to squat. You're going to drop your butt down. your butt down, down, arms up, and all the way up. Bend, drop it down, squat your butt, arms up, all the way up. Do this about 3 to 5 times. Drop your bum down, push those knees out, arms up, all the way up. There you go. Excellent, I see you. Down, hips push, stretch, drop your butt low, arms up, all the way up. We're gonna get started. We're gonna start with the Tabata just to really get the blood flowing here today. And it's gonna be single arm clean or single arm clean and press. The press part is really up to you. So single arm clean, dumbbell. On the side, it's a Tabata clean, and we can press, or we can just clean up. So it's just one arm, and then we'll do the other arm, right and left, 4 times in 4 minutes, okay? And I'll just keep saying switch. 1 DB. Okay, ready? And go. So single arm, small squat, clean. You can press it, back down. So this is an offset loading. You got to maintain your core stiffness, press, and then back down. And I'm going to give you a little 10-second break before we do the other side. So the first couple of sets are going to feel relatively light. 3, 2, 1, switch, breathe. It's going to be about 2 or 3 reps. 3, 2, 1, and go. Down, up, press. And then you're going to have one side that feels a little stronger than the other, but more coordinated. And that's normal. You can always put your arm out to the side if you want. Clean and press. Squat, up to the top of the shoulder, press it, back down. Then reset. 3, 2, 1, breathe. 3, 2, 1, and go. Put your arm out, back down. Clean, press, and back down. Or you can leave your hand in. 3, 2, 1, breathe. If you find it not heavy enough, next round you can pick up something heavier. 3, 2, 1, go. Down, clean, press. Reset. Breathe out. Press. Right close to the head. You want to press right up over the head. You can keep it neutral. Just bring it back down. So you're only getting about 5 or 6 reps before we switch. 3, 2, 1. You want something a little heavier. Ready? And go. Back. If you have a kettlebell, this can work with a kettlebell as well. Drive. Up. Back. So I put my hand on my belly just to make sure I'm keeping my core tight. And 3, 2, 1. Other side. Just get ready. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Go. So we're doing a Tabata, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And I'm using kind of the same exercise the whole time. But usually I mix 2 exercises instead of just doing 1 for the 8 rounds that a Tabata is. Good quality technique all the way through. Super safe and relaxed. We have 1 more. 2 breaths. Breath in. And 3, 2, 1, go. Stop. Back down. Set. And reset it. You can even have your hand on your side, push your side. Make sure your core is tight. Everything is solid. Nice and stiff. 3, 2, 1. Last side. So we get in our full upper body circuit. 3, 2, 1, and go. Press. So if this is your first time back working out, keep the weights relatively light. Just go for the class. Get through the class. Make sure your weights are at level. You don't have to go hard and heavy straight out of the gate. If you're just returning to working out, press. Because you want to test it a little bit. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to explain to you, relax. The next rounds, we're going to hit up the floor for this one. It's going to be rows with the bands at the feet, rows. Then we're going to hit up some push-ups. We're going to turn over. I'm going to show you variations, pullovers with the dumbbell, and then bands pull apart. Finish her off, or we can do a dumbbell bench over fly. So 4 exercises, 4 minutes, minimal rest. It's going to take about 15 minutes. So rows we're going to start with. Seated with the bands around the feet. This is one we don't often do. You guys ready? Yeah, that's it. Just like you're going to do a seated row, basically. Or we can do a bent over row. And 3, 2, 1, and go. So I'm hitting up this one. You can either do right and left. You can do right side, and then left side. The main band around the feet. Super effective. Keep your toes up. Or make sure that that band is not going to pop off, but if it's rubber on rubber, it should be pretty good. Alternate right, one arm left, chest tall, super tall. Because we're on the floor, we're going to roll it over to push-ups. That's why I have you on the floor. However, we can do this standing as well, and I'll show you the standing variation next time. Row, pull, or we can use dumbbell bench over rows if you prefer that variation. And then we're going to go to the floor. Alternating right to left, you just grab the band, roll your elbow towards your belly button, keep it tight. And 4, 3, 2, take it off. We're going to hit up push-ups, but I'm going to add a variation. Swimmers, we'll start from the floor, push up, back down, you're going to swim. Okay? And back up, back down, and swim when you're on the floor. And then bring your arms in. Okay? Press, back down slow. Breast, I guess it would be the breaststroke. Basically in front of you. And you can leave your head facing the floor. Back down. Use your whole hand to push. Make sure to take the hips with you. And you can go at any pace you want. Super slow pace or quick. Pop that dumbbell nearby. We're going to hit up some pullovers next. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to be laying on your back. Grab that weight. Pull it back over your head or your face. Hips up or down. And then we're going to drop it down and pull it over. Now I'm holding my weight horizontal. You can always hold it vertical. Just obviously make sure you're locked in. You're not going to drop it or anything like that. And I'm using one dumbbell, but you can always use 2. Hips up is just adding an extra isometric contraction for the lower half of the body. Down touch, up pull right over the face. Or tight, draw it up and in. If it's too much with the hips up, you just leave them on the floor, press your lower back into the floor. So as you pull over, my abs are contracted inward to help bring that weight over my face. And 3, 2, 1, pick it up. Then we're going to hit up those band pull aparts that you have. You can stay half kneeling and just pull it apart. Back in. With your resistance band. So I'm using a couple of different pieces of equipment here, but they're all small pieces of equipment. Just have them nearby your mat for the entire workout. We can even use the door anchor for this one. And if you have super lightweight, you can even hit up the whole bent over dumbbell fly. Okay, but you'll need super lightweight, like 1, 2, 3 for this one. So band pull apart or dumbbell bent over row, half kneeling. That way your knee can kind of support your chest. I know it's gonna burn. And 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe. We'll take a drink. You know, if you need a heavier band, you want to try the bent over rows instead of the seated band rows or bent over band rows. You can just combine the two as well. It goes quick, real quick. You guys ready? We're going to take a short break on the upper. The lower will need the whole minute, I promise. He's going a little crazy today. Okay, you ready? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it on the floor or standing. Remember, you can hit it up this way if you want. Alternating right to left using your foot as an anchor point. Now, if you really want to get cray-cray, you throw that dumbbell inside the band. That way you add more tension without changing the dumbbell necessarily. You just have to be able to alternate right to left. And it's pretty killer. Because as you pull the band, it actually gets harder at the top instead of it being kind of a rest. Drive, chest call though, that's the key. Take this off for now. Pull. Push-ups are coming up next. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just roll it over, just keep that band nearby, maybe at the top of your mat. Whichever variation you want on your push-ups. Big arcing motion back in near the chest, in line basically with the boobs, and around, back down, press, core tight, slow on the down, keep all your joints tight. You're not loose at all in any of the movements. It's all actively contracted, those muscles, press, back down. Full range of motion. And 5, 4, 3, 2, pull over, grab your weights, put them on your stomach, on your hips, roll it back. Right up over the face, and down, and up. Like the other day, we added a little chest press, and then we did the pullover. That's also a variation that we can add. So if you have 2 5s, you basically just have to squish them together, fold them over your face, and as you pull them back, squeeze them together, back down, and go again. Next up is the band pull apart, or bent over delt fly. Sentence, basically. All the way up, down. It feels good. You're kind of into the small of your back. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it up. Get yourself up. And then you have your band nearby. There you go. We can even do this kneeling. Like you don't even have to stand up. Band pull apart, squeeze, and down. And we could even turn this into a lat pull down if you did it vertically down to get some of those more back muscles, not just upper back muscles. Or you can do a bit of both. Up, down, maybe 2 and 2, 2, and then 2. Just make sure to give yourself a double chin. Not great for photos, but great for training. Squeeze, out, and squeeze. You know me, I always love to combine exercises. Out, and last couple of reps, we're going to go again. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Quick drink, quick adjustment with your weight if you have anything heavier, like maybe the pullovers, you could go a little heavier. The one arm rows is good. Band pull aparts, probably good because you can always roll the band. And the push-ups obviously are quite good. Mixing and matching between half body and full body, that should be enough in terms of the chest and also the shoulders. Okay. upper is not as sweaty, I find, as working the lower half of the body. But it's important though. Okay, ready? Last round. And 4, 3, 2, 1. One arm row. 4 minutes of awesomeness. Hold. And then we'll go into a Tabata, which will get us ready for that lower half of the body. So if you're not sweating now, don't worry, you will be. You definitely should feel warm. Breathe. Back to the center. Breathe. And obviously your foot can help increase the tension on the band. You know, if your knee is a little more bent versus your foot being more straight. Pull. And then opposite side. One thing that's interesting is that you should, you know, sometimes run your fingers over your band. Sometimes they dry out, just to make sure there's no cracks before you get started. And 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll take that off. Push-ups. Hitting it. Starting from the floor, or you can start from the top up and then go down. Swim. Back in. Press. Back up. So really try to shoot those arms out in front of you and around, and just double check your range of motion when you're down there on the floor. Because we don't often raise our arms up over our heads as frequently, say, when we're younger. Press, back down. Last 2 or 3 reps. And 5, 4, 3, 2, dumbbell pull over. Over here. Or you can use 2 dumbbells if you happen to have them. Hips up. Get ready. And go. So you do have some transition time. You don't have to transition on the squat. You probably have, you know, just about 5, maybe 10 seconds to transition, which is enough time to basically move into the next position. So these working sets are about 45 seconds, give or take 15-second transition. So the idea is just to keep moving and keep your flow. Coming up next is the band pull apart or bent over dumbbell rear delt flies. Any variation, you can do it kneeling, half kneeling, and 4, 3, 2, 1, pick it up. I'm gonna try the bent over rear delt. I'm gonna do it half kneeling, allowing my leg to kind of be the bench, and then up and back down towards my ankle, basically, tall chest. Back of the hands towards the ceiling, or you can do the lat pull down and pull apart variation. Just keep moving. Down, up and hold. Ooh. If it's too much for one leg, you can always change it up. Ooh. Or fall over. Back down. Or you can even stand it up if you prefer to be standing. Sometimes the transition between the floor and standing, you can get a little lightheaded, but doing it more often will make you adapt to that. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Get ready for the next one. Quick drink if you need it. Get your 10 pounds ready. Hitting up another Tabata just to bring up our heart rate. Get ourselves moving. Not that we aren't right now. Kettlebell swings and alternating reverse lunges is the Tabata. Okay? You guys ready? No rest for the fit. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Kettlebell swing. Remember, swing through, up sweep. Now it doesn't have to be crazy insane in terms of the pace. Alternating reverse lunges. Coming up. 3, 2, step back, sink, come together, other side. So always good quality technique first and foremost, and you're not gonna get a ton of reps because it's only about 30 seconds or less. 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe, 2 breaths. 3, 2, 1, go. Up. You got this. Drive. Drive with the hip, open it up. Control the down on the swing. 3, 2, 1, breathe. Transition. Weight up under the chin. 3, 2, 1, go. Step back, come together. Step back, come down, come up, come together. You have to do it very deliberate. There's nothing wrong with that. Down, up, raise that belly. 3, 2, 1, breathe. Down 3. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and go. Swing. Get your weight into the heels. Only 10 more seconds. Make sure you got a good grip on those weights. 3, 2, 1, breathe. Up under the chin. 3, 2, 1, and go. And back. Stepping it up. Switch. Boom. We drive. We're looking for more intensity. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, go. Breathe out on the push. In, out. And back. One more. First one. Moving on to the leg. And 3, 2, 1, go. You can drive or you slow it down. Step back, sink, come up, come together. Just stay a little bit crouched because it keeps those muscles active instead of coming all the way up straight. Leave your knees slightly bent. So alternate right, step, alternate left, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Woo. You're gonna love the next one. Drink, because we need it. Woo. Remember, we use every single minute of this class. No time wasted. So, forward lunges, deadlift, side lunges. It's gonna be killer and amazing. So, whether or not you have weight or no weight, the deadlifts, you're definitely gonna have weight. 10 pounds is good. And we'll start with the forward lunges. Actually, I had it as a forward reverse lunge combo. So I'm getting a 10-minute warning. We need to get through 3 rounds of this. Ready? And go. So I had it down as a forward reverse lunge, but let's just go forward. Woo. Back together. I'll show you the next one. Forward reverse lunge combo. That one is a killer. Just alternating. Forward, step together, revert, step to the other leg, come up, come back. put your chin on it if you have to. So all you have to do is focus on the lower half. Alternating right to left. Too intense, just slow it down. Still too intense, just shorten it up. Just don't go so low. Just do a step forward. You know, it's cardio. And 3, 2, 1, quick transition, drop it down. Deadlift, push those hips. Up and squeeze. Give me a glute squeeze at the top. Up, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze those cheeks together at the top. Stretching out the hammies. Up and squeeze, that's the hamstrings. Back flat, back stacked. Okay? The vertebrae like to be stacked, like Legos. Squeeze. So, you don't want any arching or anything like that. Like this. You don't want to open up the upper back like that. You want to keep it stacked. Chest tall, back flat, abs engaged, up, down. Boom. And up and squeeze. And squeeze. So you don't have to go down far either. 3, 2, 1. Next up, lunges side to side. Step, reach, other side. Offset loading. Step, reach. Back to the other side. So if you're on your mat, you'll be in the center of your mat. Step to the edge. Step to the middle. Step to the outside, the other edge, the other side. You don't have to be too leaned over. You don't have to be too wide either, like not super wide. Just, you know, a shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider. Get your bearings, get your balance, and then start playing with it. Our rest times for this round is going to be quite short. I'm sure the video will chop us off today, but I will put the Tabata in the write-up because I have a third Tabata in here with some biceps and some triceps. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Maybe you want to change it up. I'm going to use the 2-5 just to show you a variation. Breathe. We're going to hit up the forward lunges first. Deep breath to catch your breath. And ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that last round is going to be tight. I'm going to show you the forward reverse lunge combo. We're doing forward. I have forward reverse lunge. Takes a lot of coordination, alternating right to left. This would be your next fun variation to try, even if we started going around in a circle. You can also go to the diagonal too. A lot of stepping. So now, go to the front, step, step back. Pick something up off the floor, this is the movement. So I'm now holding the dumbbells in a traditional dumbbell holding pattern. You can always get it up to your high DBs. The exercise completed. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Need something heavier for the dumbbells. Deadlift. You can hit up straight leg or what they call hip leg deadlift. If your knee is still a little bit soft, you're not completely locked out, especially if you have hypermobile joints. Up, squeeze, down, back up and squeeze, glute squeeze, down, up and squeeze. Always under control, super great technique. Technique is always primary. The weights will come. Technique is your foundation. Strength is your foundation. And that just gets built up over time. You just gotta keep showing up like you have been. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side lunge. Coming from the back. 3, 2, 1. Do it. Side lunge. Up. Side. I'm doing offset loading. Dumbbells the side, go to the other side. If it's too much, just lean. Switch sides, drop the weight completely, and you can just go side to side, shifting your weight up and over the center to the outside edge. And 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. You get 20 seconds. You get 20 seconds. You get 20 seconds. You get 20 seconds. We got one left. Yeah, you exactly have 20 seconds. Because we know we can do this, right? Whew. And 8 seconds till we start. 6, 4, 3. Oh, it goes by twos. It counts down by twos. And go. Let's hit it. So, today, it's almost near the end of the week. I always recommend doing your measures near the end of the week, especially if you've already had a couple of days of good quality eating, good quality training, before you indulge in any kind of off-plan meals. Your measures will be more valid and reliable after you had a big meal. And 4, 3, 2, 1, close. That's your whole workout space. You can use all of the tools. Down, push, up. Squeeze, you're sprinting to the end. Go with it. Down, hold. Up, squeeze. Keep your head tucked in. I know I'm looking up at you guys, but really you should give yourself a double chin. And it's your hips that are moving. And if it's too much for your lower back, just don't go down as low or drop the weight altogether. Just do this without the weight. Down.